Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are breaking down how to create that one single statement that makes your business the only choice for your customers. We're talking about your unique selling proposition. Okay, so this right here, this is the single most important question your business has got to answer. And the key to it is something called a unique selling proposition, or as you'll often hear it called, a USP. So here's how we're going to tackle this. We'll start with that ultimate question, then we'll get into building your USP, see how it works in the real world, and finally, talk about how to keep it fresh over time. Think of it like a workshop.
All right, let's dive right in. A USP isn't just some clever marketing jargon, It's really the foundation of your entire business strategy. It's the tool that forces you to be crystal clear about who you are and what you stand for. So, what is it exactly? Well, a unique selling proposition is the thing, or maybe a few things that you do differently. This could be about your personality, your price, your specific offer, or even a guarantee. Whatever it is, it makes you stand out in a really good way. It's your core differentiator.
And look, the advantage of having one is just huge. It gives you this incredible marketing edge. See, with a true USP, you're not really competing with anyone else. You've kind of created your own category. It forces you to get clear on your business and really determines what you're all about. Without it, you're just another option, probably competing on price, which is a race to the bottom.
Okay, let's move on and build this thing. Let's talk about the ingredients for real differentiation. Now, you don't need to use all of these, but you do need to figure out which ones are right for your specific recipe.
And first things first, let's get this straight. A powerful USP is not the same thing as a slogan, not at all. A slogan can be generic, clever, but kind of empty, right? It could apply to anyone. A USP, on the other hand, is specific. It's benefit-driven. It has teeth. It's a compelling, solid reason to choose you over everyone else. All right, step one. This is about looking both inward at your business and outward at the market. You need to ask yourself three things. First, what do you do great? What are you truly best at? Second, what void in the marketplace can you fill? Where are your competitors dropping the ball? And third, and this one's huge, what do people in your industry just absolutely hate that you can fix? Okay, step two. This is critical. You have to focus on your customer. Your USP has to be written from their perspective. You need to clearly know who your target audience is and then define the exact experience you deliver for them. It should speak so directly to them that they immediately think, hey, this is for me. And now, step three, you craft your offer. This is where you combine all those insights. Are you going to make a big, believable promise? Maybe incorporate a killer guarantee that removes all the risk? Or will you emphasize speed of delivery? Or maybe you'll highlight a very specific niche that you serve better than anyone on the planet. Okay, theory is great, right? But let's see how these building blocks come together to create some truly unforgettable USPs out in the real world. All right, you probably know this one. Fresh, hot pizza delivered to your door in 30 minutes or less, guaranteed. Domino's built an absolute empire on this USP. But what's really fascinating here is what it doesn't say. It never once mentions having the best tasting pizza or the freshest ingredients, not a word. And that just illustrates the point perfectly. They didn't focus on taste, because that's subjective. Instead, they focused on speed and a powerful guarantee. Why? Because they solved the two biggest problems with pizza delivery at the time. It was slow and it arrived cold. Genius. Here's another classic, when it absolutely, positively has to be there. FedEx literally created its own market by doing the exact same thing. They figured out what people hated most about shipping services. It was the uncertainty, the lack of speed, not knowing if your package would actually get there. So the big promise is right there. Absolutely, positively has to be there. They built an entire system to make that promise believable. And here's the crucial point. Notice there's no price advantage here. Their USP isn't about being the cheapest, it's about being the most reliable. And people will pay a premium for that kind of certainty. Okay, let's look at another great one, this time from a used car dealer. Finally, a used car warranty with no fine print. I mean, think about it. What's the number one thing people hate about buying a used car? Right, it's the fear of the unknown, the hidden exceptions, the loopholes and warranties. This USP works because it directly attacks that pain point. It just fixes what customers hate about the industry. By doing that, it immediately builds trust and sets this business completely apart from every other dealer out there.
Okay, so now that we've seen what makes a great USP, how do you actually write one for yourself? And maybe more importantly, how do you keep it relevant over time? Here's a simple but really powerful template just to get you started. It's we help you achieve a positive result without experiencing a negative thing. Just try filling in those blanks. It's a great way to focus on the positive outcome you provide and the negative thing your customer gets to avoid by choosing you. And whatever you come up with, it has to pass the elevator test. You've heard of this, right? Can you clearly state your USP and the time it takes for a short elevator ride? If you can't say it before those doors open, it's just too complicated. You gotta simplify. And listen, this is really important. Creating your USP is not something you can just outsource. It requires hard work, deep thought. You have to do the research. That means surveying your customers, talking to your frontline employees, the people who hear the complaints and the praise every day, and you absolutely have to know what your competition is doing. You also have to remember that a great USP isn't set in stone. It's a living thing. It has to evolve as your business and the market change. I mean, look at this example. One business owner had his first USP back in '95, but as his business grew and the market changed, he had to adapt. By 2007, he was on his third USP, each one perfectly adapted to the new reality. So here's your goal. Once you've nailed it, use it everywhere. When someone asks you, "So, what do?" don't just give them your job title. State your USP. A job title is a dead end, but a great USP, that starts a conversation. So, what should you take away from all this? It's that your business, your idea, it's already unique. The real challenge isn't creating that uniqueness. The challenge is to articulate it, to put it into words in a way that the world simply cannot ignore.